Those tentative moments whilst you're waiting to go live, and yeah, it's been a while since I've actually um, uploaded anything or done anything like this. So um, I just wanted to reflect a little bit on things, because I feel that things are coming to a bit of a head, a bit of a crescendo, if you like. And I think that some of the things that, well, I know some of the things that I certainly thought um, sort of 9 months ago or so are evidently playing out, and where I could see clearly what was, what was happening or beginning to happen is clearly in clear sight now, and I think you'd have to be extremely, um, well, I think you'd have to be quite naive, quite green, not in the natural sense of being green, but um, you'd have to be really with your eyes shut to not begin to kind of question, even if you weren't questioning before, um, everything that is happening, because there is, uh, parallels of situations that are playing out across the world, particularly in the West, in the States, where um, things are being manipulated and twisted to suit a cause, which is kind of facilitating the huge shifts of trying to censor information or freedom of speech, and that really isn't going to end well. Um, this is something that is really, this is a raw quality that people, human beings, are allowed to express their opinions, but things get twisted into making them look like something else, which then breaks or contravenes convention or rules, which then it facilitates and enables certain institutions to flex their control, if you like, and then remove what they are saying is, um, destructive, if you like, in some way. But it's an interpretation and it's a perspective that someone or a few people in institutions are making. And then it's taking away that from anyone else to even make their own mind up. So our minds then are being subsequently made up by somebody else or an institution or a group or something. And, if it got me sort of thinking a little bit a few minutes ago about how there's always been an element of control, if you like, and obviously there are agencies and there are people that are doing jobs in society and have been for sort of a long time to actually uphold what is seen as peace and law. However, I think that we're teetering on the edge of something which is seismic and is possibly going to be changing some of that reality, which an awful lot of people are trying to hold on to and trying to get back to. But if there's anything that's kind of poignant and clear to me in living for 56 years so far on this planet, it is that we can have things happen and experiences, but we can't really necessarily hold on to things when things shift and when they change, even if it's like apparent or clear that we're uncomfortable with what is actually happening and around us in the moment. Although we can, if we're in that right mind, we can evaluate and we can counterbalance with what is going on, and try to understand it, rather than taking it at surface value or face value. So what do I mean? I mean, I think a lot of people would know exactly what that means. Taking something at face value, taking something to be true just because you're actually told it's true, and repetitively so. And at the same time, within that discourse which is being created now, whether it's an intentional discourse or not, is into the realms of other areas of kind of thought form. However, regardless of whether something is planned or not, I'm commenting on fact, something that I'm seeing and that I'm experiencing, and that is discourse, and that is disruption, and that is fear. So whether it is intentional or not is also almost besides the point. The fact is that it is happening. And then obviously, through observation and through kind of evaluation of that, you can go into different streams of thought with it. You can choose what you want to believe. You can choose what institutions you are putting your belief into, and that's a choice. But the thing is, having said that, as information regardless of whatever that information is tempered and removed, even in some cases, and channels of information are also shut down, then I think that's really something serious, and something to really be concerned about. Really something to be concerned about. And I would seriously question organizations, agencies, platforms, whoever, that are choosing to introduce this kind of new reality. It's a step in a direction of which people are now making a choice, even if they don't realize they're making a choice. Because if you just do absolutely nothing, and you say nothing, you do nothing, and you choose not to consider or think properly about what is actually happening, then you are completely and utterly complicit in it. I think people really need to start thinking for themselves, which actually is totally against what I can see is happening and what I have endured and experienced for the last sort of 4 or 5 decades. That thinking is being slowly sort of taken away. So there we are. This is just a video of what I'm observing. The erosion of the freedom of speech. Thank you for watching.